Unable to stop the latest experiment, breaking down, Toma finding out exactly what's going on and is about to confront the source, if she's home. We're on the countdown now for another lot of action. And more accelerator. Let's see it. I mean, how many days on the trot is this? Despite her over-eagerness and excitement about her own summer, she does genuinely care. She's conflicted in her own convictions of what to do. That's not her bed, is it? Of course, it didn't take long for her to switch there. I think I might turn down the volume. I don't need that heavy breathing. I mean, you can see him there in the... Did it sound like her? Of course, with Misaka not, reaching out for any help here, trying to take it on by herself, it relies on others interjecting and putting themselves into the mix. Something Toma is well versed in, actually. And still, despite being shown off right in episode 1 of this season, we haven't done anything with the academy or the one with some sort of a mind control. At least, not on the surface. So you're not allowed to guess, it's too late. And now he dares show his face here. I mean, he just kind of stood there, waiting for a response. And of course, having a kitten with him might help. Even though she's not entirely sure on that fact herself. It's a trap. Don't take the invitation in. And of course, not only is she a potential threat to him, but there's also the whole... She didn't even decide to stand up from the bed. Got the dorm mother as well. It's fine. It's... Some questions you might not want to know the answer. Possibly, but that doesn't... It does make what you're saying or doing okay. And now they actually... Is she going to confide in him some of her worries? I can't remember this scene before. In case it's something that she doesn't want to... Her memory is... Her imagination is running wild. And which is worse? It's a question that he was not even able to answer himself. The thing is not only hiding him under the bed, but you've got the kitten as well. Then why are the lights all still on, and why are you talking so loudly? Good exposition releasing kitten. Advancing the plot for us. Exactly. And there's just noise, phantom noise is coming from all around. But to just have... That kitten is loving that bear. Such an important bit of paperwork being found and read like that. And he wasn't going to leave it alone beforehand. But now reading that and realising the... even... make it even clearer of what's going on. Less than an hour. We're on the 3rd floor. How did you get out the window? He had no time to be waiting around. Plus, not only did he get out the window, he got out the window while carrying the cat. And now the weight of her words have more meaning behind them. Ah. They've stopped. And something that's how many things have been twisted from their original intent? The path to hell is paved with good intentions. And that's the turning point. And who should arrive? And the fact that he brought along the paperwork, shoving it in his waistband. And now, this is not something he can ignore, wasting further time when, the clock's ticking. She is guessing correctly. Well, from what he was reading it, she was also, she's looking for a way to tear it all down. That was his first thought. It's not going to work putting words in his mouth like that. Steeling herself up for, wanting to be told it was her fault. I think that's probably like the truly shocking thing to her right now. And then, zap. They are going along with what they've been, installed with. They are just part of the experiment. Property. I mean, if you are the progenitor of something, like the inventor of something that was bastardized and used for great evils, sure, you carry some responsibility, but you can't claim everything that has been done in your name as your fault. As that previous interaction really proved. Well, sure, but they could just say it's an anomaly because you acted in outside of normal parameters. Well, they will just think the accelerator is improving at such a fast rate. It may have been shot down, but they still have the original data. And now she's destroyed the evidence. The thing with Toma is that there are some things that you can't just have this idealistic solution to where everyone walks away happy. And yet he's striving for that future. I don't think there's many people who have a true idea of his ability. And I would like to see him actually be more of a use than just running in hand first into each problem. The thing is, if she starts to go down this route, it's the same dark path which kind of allowed an accelerator to kill 10,000. Even if it is for he's just taking it head on. How much is she going to falter in her resolution to keep moving forward, get through him to accelerator? Of course he does. Because there's, in his mind, a better way of doing it. He's not going to sacrifice one. I like that shot of the bridge. It's more just short-term absolving her from having to think about it. And how do people come to these conclusions? Did he have his hands up in the shot just before? That was an intense outburst. You can see all the stress and burns on the bridge. What about the cat? If you meow loud enough, he'll just wake up. See? Works every time. That wouldn't sit right with him, though. Thomas' sense of... It's not even justice, I don't know. I wouldn't know how I'm just turn around. And to think, he hasn't even needed to go to the hospital yet. And sometimes, other than those close to you, your friends and everyone, it's easy to ask for help from someone relatively unconnected. What will they think then? Someone completely outside the realms of prediction. And in a world like this, you just have to make your own miracles. That's his dream, no matter what the situation. Whether it's buying lunch or going against the armies of the church. Now, what would happen if their talks took a little longer, if he was out cold? And the cat not recoiling at all. It's gotten used to the magnetic fields. I wonder if it's going to play out the same as the other time we saw this fight where Toma shows up with Accelerator. Sacrificing yourself to try and absolve your guilt for, as she sees it, causing this entire thing to go down. Not really the machinations of a sane mind, but then again, she has been given that glimmer of hope and it being ripped away so many times now. It probably would all seem completely fruitless. And saying that the clones would feel better if she would have perished, when they can't even understand their own situation, seeing themselves as no more than lab rats, and accepting that, unquestionably accepting that. So many times characters have been like, oh, it'd be so better off if I just disappear. Everyone would love that. So, really, cool. Thanks for letting me know my own mind better than myself. Toma really is that kind of idealistic, best outcome kind of thing. I mean, sure, there are going to be times where you can solve the issue at hand with minimal or even zero casualties. But should he actually have to make that hard decision, what's he going to do? And also because, well, we know the rest of the story going here on, we can just sit back and enjoy the ride. And hopefully not get stuffed under any beds, come face to face with a giant teddy bear. Or worse yet, the dorm mother. But there really is little need to be sitting around here for much longer, because there's another episode on the way, and after such a touching, heartfelt reunion and someone reaching out the hand and saying, don't worry, they'll make things okay by morning. It really was that push that Misaka needed to continue on. So, if you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leaving a like and a comment down below helps out the video. If you want to help the channel, subscribe. You get access to all upcoming shows as well, at least notified about it. But for now, get yourself some rest. See you in the next one. My patrons are the ones standing on the bridge, stopping me from diving into my oblivion. So really I need to thank each and every one of them. Although my troubles are much less fatal. It's more just watching anime on the internet. So, to Electricant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Jennifer Rojas, Girly, Kite, Saltitron, Cardboard, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else. I really do thank you for everything you've done. And hopefully, with a lot less electric shocks involved.